Alright, hello everyone, and welcome back to the stream. Welcome back yet again. It is Thursday, which means it is time to finish our playthrough of Max Payne 3. We started this playthrough last week, and we got pretty much all the way through it. But unfortunately, we did not have enough time left. It was a very extended stream. I think I streamed for like 6 hours last Thursday, so it was a pretty long one. And in the end, we just did not have the time to finish it all in one stream, which is a shame. But we are here, we're back this week, and we're going to be finishing up this playthrough. So I believe we're on the second to last mission. About a quarter of the way through it, maybe. I'm not positive. We'll just have to get in and see. But it should be good. I've been looking forward to this. I mean, I've been looking forward to playing this game in general, but especially finishing it as well. It's, I'll have the whole trilogy on the channel, which is nice. And it makes me feel happy. So yeah. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into the game here. No time to waste. No reason to waste any time. Go ahead and get right in here. And after Max Payne, this doesn't apply if you're watching the VOD and it's like 2020, but I'll be doing 5M after this. We'll be doing some races on 5M, so if you're here now, stick around for that, or don't. That's up to you. Well, that's what we'll be doing later in the stream, but you won't see that because that won't be highlighted if you're watching this VOD. Johnny, no. We're not talking about that. And yeah, I imagine Red Dead 2 will be a topic of discussion, because the current date is 9/28/17, and the second trailer for Red Dead Redemption 2 has released. So I'm sure that will crop up as a topic of discussion. Anyway, but here we are. We're in Max Payne. Like I said, we're about halfway or so through the last mission. And as I said, no time to waste. Let's just go ahead and get in there and make it happen. Let me move some stuff around here so I can actually play the video game. Have my mouse. Anyway, it's been a week since I played, and I think I was just starting to get mediocre at the end of of Thursday. So I'm sure that once we get back in here, we're going to be total garbage. So, let's do it. Yeah, back to pill popping. Back to problems with women and painkillers. Here we are. Back in Max Payne yet again.
Whatever depressing fate lay on the other side of those doors, there was no point in putting it off any longer.
Always gotta explore a little bit. You don't want to miss out on painkillers or anything. I believe I have, here we go. We've got two 1911s. Here we go. Using the dual-wield weapons against the helmet bad guys is pretty good. I've got to say. Pretty convenient. Oh, we got a heavy. There we go.
I'd killed more cops than cholesterol, and still no sign of Becker. It wasn't the first time it dawned on me.
No, I shouldn't.
I still didn't know how I'd gone from drinking myself numb in New Jersey to looting corpses in Brazil. But this was where I was, 5,000 miles from a home I couldn't go back to, on another suicide mission to clean up a mess that wasn't even mine.
The
CS were all but out of business in Sao Paulo, and suddenly Becker and Victor looked like local heroes in the war on crime. They'd really gotten their money's worth outsourcing their problems onto me. My old pal Serrano. We'd both been unwitting clowns in this sorry circus. Part of me hoped he'd made it out of that hotel alive. I didn't recognize the guy. Maybe this was the new slum king De Silva had talked about. A throne never stays empty for long. Fame at last. It was no great surprise I'd made Ufe's most wanted list. I hadn't done much to improve the reputation of Americans abroad over the past few weeks, and there they were, my illustrious employers, 3 dead and still every chance I'd go 4 for 4. None of this was gonna look good on the resume. And I was in good company. Howell Passos, sent up north to find a washed-up gringo who would act tough and play dumb. Boy, did he ever deliver.
Here we go. Slideshow examined. Go. Oh no, maybe we're not complete garbage still. Maybe we're still okay. Oh, that could be bad. That could be bad for Max's health. I'd like to get out of this camera. There we go. Yeah, I saw that, Scourge. It's a real shame. Doesn't surprise me, but it's a real shame. Oh. Tear gas. Or
Tear
no.
gas. This wasn't good. I needed to find a way out of that stairwell and fast. This was a waste of time.
Come on, Max.
The bastards had me locked in.
Gotta be like a vent or something.
The doors were all locked. There had to be something else I wasn't seeing.
Yeah, it's gotta be that vent, surely.
If I didn't do something soon, I was
Gonna
going to
shoot
be
it out?
crying
Yeah, there we
myself
go.
to a very long... My eyes and throat burned, but at least I could breathe. I was trying to work out what direction I was headed in when I discovered some more Brazilian architecture not designed for the American physique.
Oh, hello, sir. Just dropping in. Also obligatory, now I know what a TV dinner feels like.
There it was, the tape from the Bronco security system.
Wow, how convenient Max found that.
Jesus, it was that guy. I had seen him in the favela. Bachmeyer, Becker's right-hand man. His time would come. Him and Becker.
We need to go this way. Do we need? I bet we need to go in here. What on earth happened there? I smoked. There we go. I'm just trying to find the bathroom. Yeah, that's a pretty good excuse. In we go.
Hey, pal. Nice to see you.
Vai pra casa, gringo de merda.
I don't think we've been properly introduced.
I know who you are.
Then you should have killed me in the office when you had the chance.
There's still time, meu camarada.
There we go. I got him. Wow, I'm in the most inconvenient spot ever. There we go. There we go. Oh. Oh, I'm out of ammo, actually. I magically acquired a bullet for Last Stand. That's very convenient. Man, I'm dead. Yeah, I knew that would... We've had no ammo there, so that was not gonna go well. I must not be able to shoot through that. Go. A little painkiller as well. There's a guy in here. There we go.
Another pile of bodies and still nothing to show for it. It felt like I was detaching, that maybe this was revenge for something else. Something buried deep in the past.
Let's have a look around, see if we can't... No, we need to hit this button.
Rodrigo, Giovanna, Passos, everyone who'd meant anything was gone. Like so many times before, I'd found myself alone, locked on a course of destruction. It was at my worst when I was at my best.
Oh, we can have a flak vest.
It was a little late to be thinking about precautions, but something told me this shit show was barely through the warm-up act. It was time to get out of that circus before any more clowns showed up.
That was a clue, actually. Cool.
About the only friend I had left in that town.
Oh, here's their, like, training thing. It's like COD 4. Oh, that was close. Hey, squirrels, welcome to the stream. How are you? Go ahead and use some painkillers here. Oops. There we go. Well, I'm happy you were doing fine, Squirrel. Happy you're doing fine.
Figured I'd bag those up for evidence.
Oh, last round. Go. Back up on full bullet time as well. we go. Just kick him in the face. That'll work.
Abrir fogo!
One-handed diving shotgun. Yes. That is
Becker
authentic.
and Bachmeyer had taken their pound of flesh and sold it on the black market. Now I was coming for mine.
Beleza, rapaziada, bom trabalho.
It's quite a few
Tô esperando
guys.
a confirmação do outro grupo, mas o gringo já deve estar morto agora.
Senhor, ele não parece estar morto!
Filho da puta, pelo amor de Deus!
Oh, my goodness, it came out of nowhere. I was not even looking at that area of my screen. I think I was looking at the bottom of the stairs like a scrub. Yeah, that's a good end. Well, I dove into the wall there, and that ended my my bullet time earlier than I thought it would. Can't see, camera angles. Oh, they're behind me. They're everywhere. Okay, don't dive down there. There's gonna be one more guy from this direction. Or do I have to go down there first? I bet I have to go down there. Yeah. Go. Only I could aim. There we go.
Hey! You Americans love to interfere in things you do not understand.
Oh, I understand plenty, asshole.
How stupid can one man be?
Oh, rip. That's some really accurate blind fire he's got going on there. It's very impressive. So let's see if I can match it. I seem to be out of ammo. And I can't really... Okay, there we go. Now we're in a predicament. Ouch, my body. Max Payne boss battles are always kind of the same, aren't they?
You don't know when you're lost, do you?
What on earth is going on with my video game? I seem to be clipping into a desk.
Thank you for all the fine work. Do you even know what you're getting? I'll think of you when I get my promotion.
I can't get up there quite yet. There we go.
This was the passkey to Becker's office. I was close to the end of all this, and I could feel it.
Becker!
Seem to have a ammo problem here.
Something funny about dying?
I felt like the avenging angel. I looked like a fat bald dude with a bad temper.
You disgusting piece of shit! I know everything!
Not everything, my friend. Let go of him, Max. Huh? Hmm? There's a good fellow.
Well. Victor, I was wondering when you'd reappear out of whatever slimy hole you live in.
I'd like to just say, Max, I just want to say thank you for all your hard work, for my family, and for cleaning up that horrible mess with the Crachá Preto for us. You know I'm tough on crime. I give you a bonus, but I think you just fritter it away. Becker, take his gun.
Toma, seu filho da puta!
They had barred the door. My only hope was to chase them down. I knew they'd be leaving town, and my guess is they would try to fly out of here. Rich people love to fly away.
God damn it!
Chapter 14. One card left to play.
Okay, Max. Now you check the main terminal. I'm gonna go and look for the Bronco plane by the hangar, okay?
Let's do it.
You keep an eye out in there. You know Becker's gonna have some guys in there watching out for you.
Yep.
So, of course, I knew they were looking for me. But the airport was about the only place a fat gringo might blend in. Well, there or a sex club. My delusions of disguise lasted around 2 seconds. They were out in force. And they were out for me. But then, I was out for them too. Every last one of those bastards.
Now that I've made it through check-in. Come on, you bastards.
Alright. We got a deagle now. That's what I'm talking about. Shoot with one hand, pop pills with the other. Oh, you can't shoot through that. And I hate being surrounded like this. And out in the open. This is a bad plan, Max. This is a bad plan. Also, now I'm in first person, it seems. Alright, come on. There we go. Oh, we have 1 round left, by the way. We have a 1 round alert going on here. Was I supposed to get off of this at some point? I guess so. I guess I'm just dumb. Alright, we need to find a weapon here. Yeah, I'm just extremely dumb. Oh, wait. I want to get rid of the deagle. Might find ammo for it. You never know. That him? Yes. I gotta say, I'm not a big fan of the laser sight. See how it bounces around whenever you fire because of the recoil? You can't really tell where you're aiming all that well. And it's harder to see, too, to be honest. See if we can... Oh, we have a, oh, we've got a Glock Auto as well. That I can't seem to switch to. Oh, there we go.
It felt like my vacation was coming to an end. Only I wasn't heading home with a sunburn, a bag full of duty-free, and a dose of VD. I was making a bet that would put me in handcuffs or a body bag.
Man, look at that destructible environment there, by the way. With the pipe.
These were Becker's guys. Him and Victor had a private airport to go with their private army and their private jet.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Hold on. Back it up. There we go. And then replace that with that. There we go. I'll use that later. Through here, perhaps?
The doors
Yes.
lead in the direction of the main terminal. The customer restroom. I could get through to the departure gates up ahead.
Ah. I believe, if I remember correctly,
There were
there's
Ufe all over the airport.
we'll be able to see that
Civilians were being moved
that
out.
guy from North
Looking at it
Dakota.
one way, shutting down
again
the airport for their escape was
here
a weird
soon.
sort of compliment, but one I didn't need.
Maybe not. Maybe he was back there and I missed him. I'm not positive. Yeah, that airport scene in COD, yeah, that was great. Yeah, let's do one. So you can't open that one for whatever. Well, actually, it's not actually a stall. Let's try this one more time, just to make sure. It might be another bathroom, but I seem to remember from like 4 years ago when I played this game, you have one more encounter with that guy. All right, let's move up here. We'll stay down low here. There we go. There's the ticket. Where are they? I must not be able to shoot that far. There we go. Oh, there's a guy over there.
A gate had opened at the other end of the departure lounge.
No grenade for you, my friend.
I'd rather not be blown up today.
Oh, I thought somebody was shooting at me from behind. Not actually sure where I'm getting shot from, to be honest. There we go. What'd you think of the Red Dead trailer? Ah, it looked pretty. Looked good. Oh, hey, a Mini 14. We'll grab that. Could be useful.
Maybe they were in the next terminal. I'd keep looking until Victor sent me a postcard from Miami.
look. Maybe we need to keep going this way. Maybe I've missed a door. It's time for me to get lost in linear level design again. Everybody loves that. Everybody loves watching a moron get lost on a linear level. Oh. Completely missed this button.
Doors!
The tram to the next terminal was down the escalators.
Moving down. I just went down the up escalator, I swear to God. Uh-oh. A shotgun, that could be a problem.
It didn't look like there'd be any trams leaving until the power was on.
There's some painkillers in here. There are. Very good.
It worked. The trams were running again. Maybe they'd take me to my gate. Maybe they'd bring more guys wanting to whack me. Maybe both.
Looks like both was a good guess, Max. Ah, that other train pulled in on the left and destroyed me.
It worked. The trams were running again. Maybe they'd take me to my gate. Maybe they'd bring more guys wanting to whack me. Maybe both.
Well, Alex, have you never played or seen a Max Payne game before? That's tear gas. That other train pulls in before I can deal with everybody.
It worked. The trams were
Come
running
on.
again.
Learn
Maybe
to
they'd
play
take me to
video
my
game,
gate.
please,
Maybe
Nas.
they'd bring more guys
That'd be
wanting
great.
to whack
If
me.
I could, like, actually
Maybe
be good,
both.
that'd be kind of cool. There we go.
And we were off. I felt like I might be able to recharge for a second. At least until we pulled into the station.
Max, you're
and
crazy.
met more murderous assholes. Son of a bitch! Didn't work out like that. Of course there'd be a tram full of goons trying to derail me.
Of course, Max. Of course. We're about out of ammo in our mini. We're almost out of ammo in our bulls, too. This could be a problem. Ah, here we are. That'll work. Good thing there's a convenient Mini 14 on here. Yes, I've played all the Max Paynes. I played Max Payne 2 very recently, and I played the first one about a year ago. They're all on my channel if you want to go back and watch them. Hope there's more ammo elsewhere, because we're going to have a problem here shortly if there's not. There's painkillers here. Ah. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Now we're back in business. Now we just got to find where the enemies are again. There we go. There's only one more. Yeah, this game is excellent. This is one excellent game. Ah, chopper. Ah, the old let's run around on top of a train deal. Nice.
It was perfect. Everyone wanted a ticket for the Max Payne Express.
I can't see anything. No, the train bends. There we go, nice.
I felt like I'd missed out on the joke, and it was a real good one. Come on.
Max is a god. He's a god. Can't shoot the other guy. There we go. There we go.
The tram was slowing down, and I'd only just gotten on board. I had to salvage what I could and see what was waiting for me.
Let's have some painkillers here. Find a door.
This was my stop.
Ah, here we are.
It had taken me right into the heart of it. Becker's gimps were everywhere, so he and Bronco must be close. The smart move would have been sticking with De Silva and going straight to the hangar, but when was I ever about smart moves? I'm a dumb move guy. Hey Max, we'll drive onto the runway. No thanks, let me walk in the main entrance. I'll put a big shit-eating grin on my face and let these assholes take turns trying to kill me. That's my style, and it's too late in the day to hope for change. Boy, were they throwing numbers at this problem. But then, I'd chosen to be here. I wanted this. Was it redemption? Not really. It was pathetic desperation, and not much else. The further in I got, the more guys I saw. Becker wasn't running a police force. He was running an army. These guys were better trained and better equipped than anyone I'd seen out here. And I'd seen some mean sons of bitches. The mission was screaming suicide, but I didn't give a damn. At least I'd die being a pain in the ass. There the bastards were, sneaking off in their rich kid's toy.
I ain't got nowhere else to go, Becker! Mr. Payne, I believe you had something to say to me. Mate ele! Mate ele agora! Não! Não! Não!
I have a G36 machine gun from somewhere. Oh wait, no, now we don't. Okay, now I have an MP5. All right. 1,000 headshots. Oh. That guy got me. I've played through this once about 4 years ago. Hey Ninja, welcome to the stream, man. Oh no. Oh, we're good. We started the cutscene.
This was it. It was almost over. So I guess I'd become what they wanted me to be. A killer. Some rent-a-clown with a gun who puts holes in other bad guys. Well, that's what they had paid for, so in the end, that's what they got. Say what you want about Americans, but we understand capitalism. You buy yourself a product and you get what you pay for. And these chumps had paid for some angry gringo without the sensibilities to know right from wrong. Here I was, about to execute this poor bastard like some dime store angel of death, and I realized they were correct. I wouldn't know right from wrong if one of them was helping the poor and the other was banging my sister.
Get in, Max! I'm in, just drive the fucking car! Go!
We had one card left to play.
Just get me close! Whoa. Look! There's a whole team of them! Eyes right!
Alright, it's a grenade launcher.
They're gonna kill us! Come on! We got a flight to catch! It's not going to take off without us!
Yes.
The car!
Oh.
Ay! Shit! That about sums it up.
Throw some more grenades in here.
They don't want us getting down this runway.
I gotta learn the throttle for this thing.
Citizens' rights are high on their agenda right now.
Close.
I'm normally a behind-the-desk kind of cop. If only I'd been one.
Yeah, really.
That's them. Asshole. Your career's coming down with that plane. Let's get it over with. Ah!
There we go.
Wait, Max! No! Stop! Max! We have what we need on him now. Let him enjoy a trial and a spell in prison. Let him suffer. Trust me.
You know I'll walk. You'll walk with a lift!
55th Battalion of the City Police's Special Forces Unit, who have been implicated in human trafficking, has been disbanded indefinitely. Meanwhile, Victor Bronco, the politician at the center of the scandal, who is accused of laundering money from the scheme to fund his political campaign for mayor, was yesterday found hanged in his police cell. It's not yet clear whether his death was a suicide or simply retribution for his part in a scandal that has so many families missing loved ones that were kidnapped and killed. City officials say a full investigation
Local
is
justice.
underway. Local residents expressed outrage, say they have been let down by both law enforcement and city leaders. And now, your local forecast. Boy, it's dark in some places, but it's sunny everywhere else. Over to Marisol with the weather.
And there you go. That's Max Payne 3. I really wish we could have finished this last week, so it'll be one cohesive thing, but glad we came back and we got it done. But it's really, really an excellent game. I mean, I guess I'll talk a little bit about the game like I usually do at the end of these playthroughs. It's just, like, the gunplay of this game is so fun. And this is even if you take out bullet time and diving. Just the sheer mechanics of how the character moves around, how the character aims, and the way that the weapons work make this game one of the most fun gunplay games to play, in my opinion, that I've ever played. Out of first-person shooters, third-person shooters, anything. It's just amazingly fun. And how GTA 5 didn't just do this, but without shoot dodging and bullet time, I do not know. Because it would have been fantastic. The combat would have been so fun. So fun. And it's a real shame that they didn't decide to do that, and they went for more of a Red Dead Redemption style combat system that I think didn't really work as well. But it's an excellent game. The whole series is great. And this, by far, has the best gunplay, in my opinion. But that's not necessarily from it being a better game. It's from it being a newer game, you know. Because Max Payne, the first one came out in, what, 2001? So, you know, obviously, you make a game in 2012, it's going to be better. Exactly, L. Shelby. The controls are fantastic, and every gun is dangerous. Because at the end of the day, you're firing a bullet. It doesn't really matter whether it's a 9mm bullet or a 45 caliber round or you know, like whatever the Mini 14 shoots, 7.62. I don't know guns. What am I talking about? So you know, you shoot a guy in the face, he dies. It's as simple as that. And it just, GTA was really missing out by not having combat like this. And the gun sounds are great, as Carl mentions. Everything about the game is excellent. It's by far one of my favorite shooters that I've ever played, for sure. And it was so much fun on mouse and keyboard as well, on free aim. Because when I played it on free aim on my 360 about 4 years ago, and that was not very enjoyable. But with the mouse and keyboard, free aim, it's such a good time, so rewarding, and still so stylish as well. So, yeah, those are my thoughts on the game. It really is excellent. Alright, Insomniac, well, what we might do, because there's a ton of different, game modes in this game. Statistical milestones. Let's take a look here. Oh, those are golden gun parts. Now we can take a look at our stats here. I just want overall kills here. See where we're at with, overall kills. So we got 1,000 headshots by the end of it. We got 1,325 kills. Yeah, we're doing 5M after Max Payne today. See our progress here. Yeah, there's all kinds of challenge. Like they really do try their best to give you some replay value. So there's New York Minute, there's a score attack, and then there's a challenge mode as well. New York, I've watched some speed runs of New York Minute, which look pretty fun. So why don't we start New York Minute here? Why not? We'll go back to the, we gotta go for Tropical Max. We have to. Tropical Max, and then if we do another level, we'll do Classic Max. Yeah, Shelby. I mean, the hallucination levels are ones you appreciate your first time through, but if it's a game that you intend to replay, you definitely don't appreciate it. Anyway. Well, obviously, we can skip cutscenes now. I mean, half of this game is cutscenes at the end of the day. Whoa, my mouse. Holy cow. I had like a frame dip there that made made it super weird.
That was the boss lady. Only this time she wasn't calling for more vodka in her Cosmo.
And this will by no means be a world record run. But you know, we'll just have it for fun. You know, do a little New York Minute for fun. And this is the moment at which I regret putting this on the mechanical drive.
Hey, you need a hand?
No, you? Who the hell's Rodrigo?
I don't know.
Yeah, Johnny, I remember that. I remember watching a video on that. It's kind of funny.
Thanks.
Somebody's gotta go find him.
Está tudo sob controle agora. Fica tranquilo.
Note to self, no more mechanical drives, only SSDs from the future.
I imagine the elevator door is opening to a
There we go.
fire.
It finally loads.
Where is he?
And apparently, from the speedrun that I watched, it's whoever has the world record.
Dragging Bronco along would slow them down, but not
Bullet
much.
time doesn't, like, slow your time down. Like, your time dilation up in the top left is
It looked like they were taking
based
him out through
on,
the basement. Maybe I still
like, the
had
game
a shot.
time, not real time, right? So you can use
Rodrigo
bullet
was
time
too
without
rich
any
a
penalty.
prize for them to throw away. They weren't far ahead. Once I opened the door, I'd actually have to come up with a plan.
My opinion, the Red Dead Redemption 2 trailer, it looked pretty good. Looks like a pretty game. Wish it was on
Another
PC.
parking lot rattling with gunfire. Was I too late?
Rodrigo! I'm here!
I don't know why. I guess I was thinking I was going to walk out of cover, and it did not end that way.
Rodrigo! It's Max!
Your mouse sensitivity is super weird in that cutscene. There we go. So you got a level there. 16 seconds in bullet time. There we go. I got a 2-minute time. I don't know if that's any good or bad. I have no idea. No, it's like a bottle cap, so that can't be good. There's no way that can be good. I think that the point is to do it in, like, under a minute, I think, instead of 2 minutes. I think that's kind of the idea. Do classic Max here. Oh yeah, so the timer counts up, I guess.
I hadn't seen it coming, but that was no surprise. It's hard
Or
to
no,
keep
I
your
guess
eye
you're
on the
supposed to
ball through
build
the
up
bottom of
time.
the glass. I
You're
just
supposed
hoped
to
I
build
could
up
get to
time, I
Fabiana
see.
and Giovanna in time. The doors had been chained shut. I didn't need my Portuguese for Beginners phrase book to work out what was going on. The guy making the noise was the boss.
Oh, we can skip this.
He was sending...
Moving along. See, when you cut out the cutscenes, like, it's amazing how condensed this game is. Pretty sure I just shot a civilian. Oh, you can't shoot through that.
Sao Paulo's favorite bodyguard. How's it going, bro?
Son of a bitch.
It's almost as if I am bad at shooters.
Chega! Que porra você tá fazendo? Para com isso, porra!
When you cut the cut, yeah. David Cage.
Still alive, at least.
Emotion.
This crew was
I don't know
starting to
why
look
he's a
lot like
topic
friends
now,
of the
Johnny,
gate
but-
crashers at last week's party.
I am Neo. Alright.
They were headed for the helicopter pad. I had to get to the roof before Giovanna and Fabiana left on a one-way flight.
I
knew
agree,
this
Johnny.
was gonna be a bad
I
idea,
agree.
but in the continued absence of any good ones, I decided to go with it.
I'm on mechanical drive. Work yourself out.
What a view. I guess my time in Sao Paulo wasn't quite the paid holiday in the sun I'd been promised. At least I was getting shot at by a better class of psychopath. These guys weren't messing around. This place was like Baghdad with G-strings. A couple of more seconds and I'd have given some poor street cleaner a crappy start to his day. Now, I had a ride to catch.
I did not, Shelby. I did not. I bet that sounds like something that was right.
For 5 minutes. What the hell happened in there?
They jumped us. Same guys from the party, I think. They grabbed the girls and Marcelo, but he's here now.
Yeah, don't worry about me, homie. I'm just the guy paying you lots of money to protect me. Yeah, what were you drinking?
Bet your ass I was. You try staying in there for 5 minutes sober. Oi, olha! Look, there they are. She's making a run for it.
Hey, hold on. Swing it around.
Move, you're gonna lose her.
Ah, shoot that bastard!
Nice accuracy. I always hated shooting from this helicopter. I'm not a big fan of it. What is this mode? This is New York Minute, where it's based on your time. Like you build up your time, like, as you can see here, with the, it's giving me 2 seconds for every guy I kill. And, the idea is to do it with as much time on the clock as possible.
If we get out of this alive, you two are fired! Is that a promise? Move, you're gonna lose her! She's headed for the roof! Gotta get around this thing!
It's more gamey speedrunning, exactly. You build up time, and the higher your time is, the better your score.
Give me a break.
E non rischio di spiegare. Se poi fasti
He's gonna kill her, Max! She's headed inside.
Man, get me off this helicopter.
Either
Finally.
way, I needed to find Giovanna before they did.
Isso está ficando vergonhoso! Ela não vale a pena. Temos a mulher do branco. Foi por isso que viemos aqui.
And apparently, running isn't like sprinting like this right here. It apparently is not any faster than Max's normal walk. From what that speedrun video I watched said, from the guy who did the speedrun. He was all into it. Let me tell you, this guy, he knew what he was on about.
The odds on Giovanna still being alive were getting worse by the second, and if Fabiana wasn't dead already, I was guessing pretty soon she'd start wishing she was. I was up for one god-awful performance review. This was a mess. Where the hell was Passos?
There we go, there's the... So I got gold on that one. So that sounds like it was... that's much better than a bottle cap. So that's pretty good. Oh, and you level up, apparently, and you have money. Not really sure, like, maybe that's multiplayer? No, maybe not, I don't know. Just another day at the office. Yeah, we'll just keep doing this until Insomniac is ready to have us. Let's go for... How about beach? No, hold on. What do we want for this one? Oh yeah, I wanted to go for the classic max. I think there's old school and then there's classic. I think classic is the one with Remedy's head developer pasted on the face. So that's what I'm looking for.
Come on.
Oh no, this is the same one I used, so...
Eu sabia que essa porra ia dar merda. Quem foi o filho da puta que teve essa ideia de estádio?
Come on, let's get out of here.
Which way are we going? I forget. This way, yeah. Here we go.
So what am I, the button pusher?
Yeah.
So we'll have to go for, this was old school Max. I need classic Max next level.
Good job. Just another day at the office, huh?
Should have known this wouldn't end well.
Didn't even begin well. It was hardly a
I do like how they
hostage
redid
exchange.
the old
guess I must have
Max
skipped that
model
class.
as well for this one.
Okay, come on.
I like that
Let's
a
go.
lot. Makes me very happy.
Where the hell's he going?
What we got here?
Does he have the money?
No? But he might be able to tell us what the fuck is going on.
Você é um filho da puta. O que aconteceu?
Heads up. Here come his friends.
Oh, this is classic Max. Okay. So then I need old school Max.
Something tells me we're heading
I will
in the right
remember that for
direction.
next level.
Straight on here, I'll cover you.
Son of a bitch.
You okay?
About
Yeah,
the same
Johnny,
as
I
before.
agree.
Looking forward to getting out of this shithole.
We should keep moving.
It didn't sound like we were the only ones getting shot at. Who the hell had tipped these guys off? I didn't know what to think anymore. This town had more smoke and mirrors than a strip club locker room.
Because it's cool, yeah, exactly. And usually the last enemy of a group will have like a bullet cam going on with them.
Check this out!
A little late to be giving him his last rites, don't you think?
I'll get you one
This
for
is
Christmas.
This is high-end gear. These guys are seriously financed.
Yeah, I noticed. I'll get you one for Christmas. Come on, let's keep moving.
We've still got a sniper on us.
We'll deal with him first. I only got one shoulder left.
There's no time. The money will be long gone. We gotta stay on the guy with the bag.
I might have written the book on dumb ideas, but Passos sure wasn't afraid to quote from it.
Ai, mete fogo nele!
I always hated this section. Because I really don't know where they
Wake
are.
up, Max!
I'm losing a lot of time here. There we go.
Right behind you. Come on, this way.
It was time to introduce our sniping pal to something.
Well,
more
Dark, this is
intimate,
the
short
this isn't the story mode. This is the New York Minute mode. This is one of the arcade modes you can play after you beat the game. Right now, we're just kind of killing time. Uh-oh.
Tá muito mais que isso pra me
We
matar,
might have a
caralho.
problem here. Thank you, Passos.
That guy was
I'll
getting...
deal with the guys on the other side of the fence. You take the others.
Whatever you say.
Você tem a...
Well, rip. I think you got to start the whole level over.
on,
Yeah,
come
you
on.
start the whole level over. Welcome back, Insomniac.
Quem foi o filho da puta que
So, you ready to go now?
Não vai morrer, porra! All right, let's keep moving.
We're going the wrong way. We were wasting some... Yeah, whenever you are. Alright, very good. Well, anyway, I think that's gonna be it for Max Payne. You Yeah, the New York Minute mode's definitely something I could see myself coming back and doing, like, on my own. Because it's a lot of fun. Yeah, it could be a lot of fun. Oh, no, that's Platinum. Oh, okay. That's actually the Platinum. I thought that was, like, the really bad one. So, you got Gold, and then we haven't done the third level. But it is impressive how much of this game goes into storytelling, and how little you actually end up shooting, considering you can finish one of these levels in, you know, a couple minutes. You know, but playing through it, it took us, it was a 7-hour playthrough. So a lot of the game goes into storytelling, that's for sure. Yeah, Shelby, I didn't know that'd be a thing either. Anyway, that's gonna be it. So if you're just here for Max Payne, you know, this is it, unfortunately.